Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're back for the DCUO Project podcast. It's episode 11. I'm Count Chocula. I'm joined today again by Glenn. We've got Kaiser, Jay, and Crappy as well. Crappy Heels in the house as well. So say what's up, guys.
What's
going on?
What's up?
Jay hasn't been with us for a couple weeks. Well, we were gone.
Good to be back.
We were gone for a couple weeks, so hopefully we'll knock out another 7-8 episodes before we take another break. I gotta do a little.
The good thing about us is that we are consistent.
Yeah, we're kind of consistent.
We missed 1 week. How's that not?
We missed 2 weeks, Glenn. Believe it or not.
I don't remember.
Because that 1 week, that 1 week wasn't good.
All the technical issues.
Yeah, we had some technical issues, and I think I had to work. I think I had to go into early work the next day, and I just didn't feel like fooling with it. So, but anyway, we're back again, episode 11. We've lost a couple people. I don't think Ninja's going to be with us anymore.
It's a sad day. Sad day in the DCO project.
I could sense your sorrow. Your
In the
sorrow
lore,
is overwhelming.
in the lore of the DCUO project, we have lost an ally.
We have lost the ninja. He is too wrapped up in other games, and he says that
He'll be back once he gets bored of Borderlands
and then we'll have to carry him through content.
I think
but
that's
the
what he's
content will be
banking
so
on.
good.
He's
The
like,
content will be so good that you'll want to.
What's does it even matter? We already carry BC.
yeah, that's true. I asked BC if he wanted to be on the podcast tonight, but he's like, "Huh? What's that?" And I'm like, "Never mind."
Yeah.
Trying to get our whole
How do you
league
not
in the
know about
podcast.
us?
Get Crappy back real quick.
Did Crappy drop again?
Yes.
He should be able to get himself back in.
I don't think he's computer literate.
I think he's high.
That's
So-
probably it.
I don't think he really wants to be with us tonight.
No, he's trying to ignore us.
Was that me? Did I
Yes.
hang or did you hang up?
I didn't hang up
did.
on anybody, Crappy. I wouldn't do that to you.
We're live, by the
You
way.
gotta carry us through raids and alerts, man. What are you talking about?
I thought I heard you talking. You were like, "Hey, this is whatever you were saying," and then all of a sudden I was just sitting here and I don't hear anything. I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
I didn't hang up on you. I
Don't even
promise.
lie to me.
I hope that don't happen again.
I hope that doesn't happen again. Uh-huh.
That's no fun.
So, Glenn, I noticed that you revealed your secret Exobit route through Gotham City. Talk about
Yeah.
that. I saw your video.
Well, you said you were going to try it out. Is it any better than your routes?
I don't have a route. I just fly around. That's why I said I was going to try it out. I just fly around aimlessly.
Well,
I got
have
a
you tried
killer.
it?
route, but
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
works
how I
decent.
compose it.
I have my own route in Metro, but I'm keeping that to myself.
Oh.
I
Lord.
can't find a route in Metro to save my freaking life.
Oh, it's in
Oh,
Little Bohemia.
Shut up, Jay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but-
about the only place that there's.
Kaiser, have you seen my route? There's exobits that are so close to each other, it's ridiculous.
Oh, it's the same for my route. My route, I could do like a good couple loops and come out with a stack or two of each.
Listen, I have a route that's so populated with bits that all you hear is the constant humming of exo bits even after you pick them up.
Make a video of it.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of it. It's in South Gotham, but it's
That's
kind
what
of
Glenn
Yeah, I posted my
Glenn
route.
made a video of his farming.
I thought
Like
I
you-
thought it would get more views than that because you think people are super freaking lazy when it comes to exobits and crafting. So they'd be like, maybe I should look up a guide on how to like cut that time.
I'm gonna have to check out that video.
Mine is in a decently small area too. There's just so many of them.
Mine is basically where unpaid dues during the ninja part takes place outside,
Right.
all in that small teeny area.
Yeah, it's like a figure eight, kind of.
Yep. I tried to do a really rough sketch with that like map in paint.
It was rough.
It was like, that's kind of what it looks like, guys. Don't judge me.
Well, I tried to do it. And look at my computer at the same time, and it's like my TV is on the left hand side of my computer, and it's kind of hard to like match up the areas. But I got the general gist of it. You know what I mean? I think I kind of strayed from your route a little bit, but you know, I got some exobits out of it. You know,
Cool.
It's not bad. It's better than what I was doing. It's going to up my farming rate a little bit. So.
Oh, I have to do seeds and unpaid.
I did that. I don't even worry about doing unpaid anymore, really. There's no feats in there except Norseman.
Yeah, I just do them for the boxes.
I just do it for the chance of Norseman.
I think I still need a piece in the DPS set for T3 gear.
I'm missing.
Or no, it's T4.
What's the Norseman called? Ruins of the East?
No, Runes of the North.
Runes of the Norseman.
Oh, okay. What's the Ruins of the East? Because I'm missing one of those.
The harder DPS set to get in
Yes.
the two operations.
I'm missing one of those.
I think I have the whole rune. I might have all the. I don't
I'm
remember.
missing like half, but I'm too lazy to respec DPS to go looking for them.
I mean, you could just roll need on them if they're DPS.
That's how they do it
still
on the
got-
PC.
You still got people that actually go in there that need them for
Just
stats.
if you're with your league, just be like, hey guys,
We don't
can
have
I
a
roll,
league.
roll need on that? What's the
No,
we don't fill up the whole thing with our league. We usually pug one or two
Yeah,
people.
we can't.
what? I thought
No.
you guys were at least 8 people.
no.
If you
Okay.
count crappy.
Ninja stopped playing. We've got 2 guys that really don't get. They get on sporadically. Jay's been MIA
6
lately.
at the most
Yeah.
on a good day.
But I know Jay's been playing since launch because I've been playing with him. I know that. So, you know he's going to be back. And then we always pick up Crappy because his league guys are playing Last of Us.
Oh, I picked that up today actually.
And we've also got a
Oh,
few.
you did?
We've also got a few preferred people we run with, like that Healing Arrow guy, and a few others.
Nah,
See, I get on and my league has like 10, 15 people on usually. And usually, most of the time when I get on, I get a message like, hey, I almost said my username.
So what?
Hey, blah, blah, do you want to do
Blah blah.
whatever? Do you want to do FOS or do you want to do unpaid? Do you want to do seeds? Do you want to do prime? Anything like that?
Well, see, the contract killers, they're just kind of friends. They don't.
Why don't you want your name out there? You don't want those random You don't want those random messages and tells?
Well, what's funny is my YouTube videos actually do show my name. It's not
Vagrant.
fucked out or anything.
Yeah, if any of you want to invite our good friend Alpha here, his character name is Vagrant. That's Vagrant. Just feel free to send him an invite on the PC. He'd be glad for even ninja invites. He'll help you level up.
Or report him for
funny,
cheating.
Or
What's
report him for cheating.
What's funny though is people are gonna log in right now on the PS3 side and be like, "He's not on." Character name does. What are you talking
That's
about?
why you need to play on the PS3. We were
USPC.
talking about that earlier today.
No. Why would I start all over?
Because
Because-
you would get
I got
a
a
lot
better
more
question.
people.
I got a better question. Why not?
I got a lot of people. What were you about to say, account?
You get a lot more tells. You probably.
I don't even want that kind of attention, to be honest.
I thought you did.
No.
You were like, nobody sends me in-game tells.
That was being sarcastic.
Okay, all right.
Hey, I
That's
just
good.
got into an unpaid group. I just shouted, Healer looking for it. Guess who's in it?
Who?
So,
BC.
Oh.
good luck with that.
Oh Lord. Anyway, well, our big news this week for me and Kaiser anyway is we did Nexus. We were carried through Nexus by Crappy's league.
Nice.
Speak for yourself. Who was carrying who?
Well, I died more than anybody else, so they
No.
appointed
I'm not
me.
talking trash about
They
it.
appointed
Yep.
me the group scrub because I died like 2 or 3 more times than anybody else.
Well,
Is
it's
it
not
because
like
you just didn't know the fights?
I did not know
no.
the final fight at all. I died like 15 times in there because I had no
See,
idea what was going on.
I like. Well, to be honest, in MMOs, I love that feeling going into a fight and not knowing what to do.
Yeah, I like
and
it too.
then doing it.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
No,
though,
no,
Shock,
yeah, but
at least in your role, at least you didn't get your numbers double. That's all I'm saying.
What does Crappy have to say about that? I don't know.
I think Krabby's got no comment. Either that or he disconnected again.
We might have lost him again. No, he's there.
Maybe
I was gonna say
muted.
like, DC is like one of the probably one of the only games I've seen where people are just kind of like, if you don't know never mind. World of Warcraft's like that. If you don't know the fight, they get pissed off at you. It's super bad.
Well,
I don't know the Nexus fights.
a lot of times
I need to watch the Nexus fights whenever I do it.
it's not the same
From
watching
my
the video.
understanding,
for me.
I just have to block the majority of the time as a tank.
Am I still here? Oh shit.
We've been talking to you, Crappy. You've been ignoring us.
Oh, sorry. I went left the room for a minute.
Oh no, that's all right. I'm just messing with you.
Did you say anything important?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about how we ran.
We
the
told everybody
Nexus
your
raid
deepest,
with
darkest
you guys.
secrets.
Crap.
And
I
they
don't
also
like men, I swear.
Well, they were kind of insinuating that it was me and Kaiser's fault they were failing because it's like they run with everybody. I mean, I did die quite a bit. I died like 2 or 3 times more than anybody else. But
Dude, but see, there's always that one person in the raid that gets targeted. Like, a lot of the times it's murder. Murder will go down a ton of times or something, like, no
Right.
matter where he stands or what he does.
but
Right.
at least Murder's numbers never get doubled.
It just, like, whoever, when you're in that raid, though, there's always that one person that is going to get crapped on the whole time for some reason.
well, if you're doubling murders numbers, then you're a beast of a DPS. That's all I can say. But I didn't know that fight at all. The in fight, I died like 15 times, Crappy. I didn't know that fight at all. And when Kaiser asked you, Kaiser said, "What do we need to know here?" You were like, "Oh, just don't die."
Oh,
Okay.
fake, man. I was just like, oh, whatever.
Whatever.
Just
Yeah.
stand
I
in
think
the
you just
shield.
like seeing us die.
Yeah.
Stand in the shield.
It's like we're just gonna let these scrubs. We're gonna let these scrubs flail around a little bit, try to figure it out on their own.
It's definitely a good time.
I had a lot of fun though. Even though
Yeah, I don't get frustrated.
a,
It doesn't bother me.
a lot of people were wanting to play other games, but no, I had a good time. Like Kaiser and I tried to run Wave with a pug group today, and it just did not work out. What's your strategy in Wave? When you're
Don't
running
die.
with your league.
Don't die.
Well,
See,
you
that
know
one,
you
that
know
one
the
isn't
reason
really
that
a
failed,
strategy. That one's just like go in there and kill shit. Really.
Yeah, but
Like-
you guys don't spread out, do you? Like when you're going through the tunnel, what's your formation? I mean, I'm not trying to pry secrets out of you. I just, I'd
There
like
you
to
are.
know.
We just slowly go down and kill everything.
Yeah, but you don't like circle around the enemy, do you?
Well, it depends. Everyone's just running for their life.
Okay.
That's basically what it comes down to. Everyone just tries to stay decently spread out and just run for your life.
See, I thought in there because we were in there what
Because
Kaiser
the
about
spots
an
is
hour.
different, especially when you go in the
Well,
tunnel.
like I
and
said,
stuff,
the
shit.
reason that group fell apart wasn't us. We know the reason that group fell
exactly.
apart.
Yeah, for one, the main troller was not doing his job, and the nature healer was not on point either.
Yeah, I had to constantly throw pot because the lightning bolt kept going down, being a backup, and the nature healer was throwing bloom, and I don't even know what his rest of his loadout was. He was throwing weird stuff that shouldn't even be there.
I was begging for
Like,
heals. I was begging
Yeah.
for heals.
And
that
the
whole
other, the
time.
backup healer was sorcery, and that's got limited range.
Yep.
Like we know why that. Oh, and the tank was fire, and he didn't block. He rolled away from everything and ran.
Yeah, he'd get aggro and then he'd drag them back to us.
and then run around.
I'm like,
He'd kite the wrong way.
Yeah,
yeah, it was not good.
it was just a bad mesh up group
Yeah.
in general.
We'll get in
The
a better
group
one
just didn't
tomorrow.
mesh it well together.
Yeah, we'll
There should
definitely
be no
get a better one
excuse if you have a
tomorrow.
nature healer.
I went in on that one.
Are you playing tomorrow?
Should be.
Okay. I am. I'm on, like I said, I'm on vacation, dude. I don't go back to work for another, 9-10 days.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
My
Sweet.
computer's getting looked at tomorrow, so I can finally start playing maybe Marvel Heroes.
Nice. I was gonna ask you about that. I was figuring you just send me a Facebook message when you're ready to go. Put it that way.
All right. Hopefully we can get it looked at tomorrow.
Okay.
If you had a Mac, you wouldn't have to get it looked at.
Are you still doing that
game even
special
worked
thing
on a
tomorrow,
Mac.
Shock?
Do what?
Are you still doing that special thing since you're on vacation tomorrow, Shock?
What's that?
You know the thing where you said the first 5 people to send you tells in game when you log in, you're
Shut
going to
up,
help
Kaiser.
level up.
Shut up, K-Swiss.
Hey, Swiss.
I don't know why you guys give stupid nicknames like that.
Hey, we didn't
can
give
take
you
it
that
back.
nickname.
Yeah, BC Scrub did. And please let him die in that Gates run you're in. Please
I'm
let
not
him
in Gates.
He's in unpaid. You weren't
Or
listening.
unpaid.
Hey,
Whatever you're in,
thank
let him die.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
But crappy. The question
It would
I was
be
kind of getting
unkiller.
at for the wave. Do you guys have a certain formation that you go down that tunnel? Or you guys just run randomly or?
Oh, what do you mean when you're going back to the fight?
Yeah, I mean
Like if you die in a tunnel and you're going
are
back,
the
or when
healers
you're all
staying
going in there?
behind you? I mean, what's are you behind everyone if you're healing, or because it seems like you don't want to get surrounded in that tunnel. See, we were having the healers going up by the tank.
I don't know what they were doing.
I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
thought-
It all depends. I stand wherever I want to, basically.
Okay, all right. You
Just
guys don't
where-
use a
wherever I
certain
feel
strategy.
like nothing's gonna fuck me up, I stand there.
Okay.
Because I could reach everybody from basically wherever I'm at, so I really don't worry about my position. I just worry about shit hitting me. So I'm always the farthest person away.
Well, that sorcery healer was up there the whole time. He was right. I could see his backside the entire fight, and I'm like, why is this guy in front of me? That's the shit that pisses me off when I'm raising these healers. Want to get right up. I mean, I don't mind in an alert with you because I know that you're overpowered for the alert. But when it's something we're struggling at, there's no reason why the healers should be up when there's 6 other people relying on your heals. He should be right up there in the face of the enemy the whole time. I've been running into that a lot lately.
The alerts and stuff, I could usually block everything out because I use
Right.
fortified blocking. That and I have a heal over time on myself. I'm usually good.
Right.
But it don't happen like that in the rage. You need to keep your distance.
Especially a sorcery healer. I don't understand. He was a sorcery guy. And he kept dying. I mean, we kept having to pick him up over and over and over.
That's his problem right there. Your
Yeah.
sorcery.
Well, it's Scuba Steve. I'm going to name call him. You've seen him shouting in the Hall of Doom. I know you have.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to do it right. It's Scuba Steve 420. I think he had 420 on the end of his name.
I didn't know the whole details of his name, but
I remember when people get me frustrated with crappy runs. And that nature healer was named Sunflower.
yeah. Well, we're not
Okay.
we're not trying to make enemies here, but I just oof.
Okay,
I am.
so like I
Keep
was talking
naming.
about earlier, who thinks something's gonna get announced this week, other than maybe a 4th of July sale?
Well, I've been looking at Twitter, seeing if Yins is going to post anything. I hope I didn't miss something, because I'm always looking for little comments. I think it may be too early.
Oh, did anyone watch the Friday Night Legends?
I did not. I was at
I
work.
missed it this week.
There's our problem right there. Most of the
What
announcements
happened?
are
I don't
Friday
know.
Night Legends.
I meant to watch it when they put it up on the YouTube. But
Yeah, I didn't
forgot
do it
about
this time. I didn't rewatch it. Usually I do. I'll skim through it. I'll forward through it to see if there's any goodies.
I don't think anything was announced anyways. Most of the forum goers will be like, if something big's announced, they'll be like, "Hey, look at this!"
Yeah,
was
the
announced, Friday Night
YouTube,
Legends.
the YouTube guys that play the game that have good YouTube channels, they're always retweeting anything that hits. And I've been checking, like a couple times a day. I've been checking, and I haven't seen anything. So I don't really think. I don't know. We'll keep an eye out on it this week, definitely, for next episode.
Do you think Sons of Trigon's gonna get announced anytime soon?
Probably September, I'd think.
September.
Yep.
No, they mentioned it in August. That's
Or
probably
August,
when it's going to
late
be
August.
released.
I mean, like announced as in like, this is what's coming in it. Let's start teasing it for a month.
Yeah, I'm sure the.
I don't think it'd be all the way in August. I'm thinking July.
Mid-July.
Like either.
Well,
This week would be pushing it, so I'm thinking next week.
Mid-July.
well,
Or
it's
next
going to be there's going to be at least a 4-month gap. I mean, we've been over this. I was thinking late
because
August.
No, there's not gonna be a 4-month gap, because we're going on 3 months in August. The DLC will probably come out August, because remember when we did talk about this, they pushed back Halls of Power.
Right, to 2014.
So we all agreed that DLC 9's gonna be a PvE focused DLC instead of having some kind of gimmick in it. So we were all like, yeah.
Now here's my estimate, my prediction. It's probably going to be late August, and this is why. We're already going into July. They're probably going to announce it mid-July. Then they're probably going to show it off and show the majority of it at SOE Live in August, so that they got something like just to showcase, like, look at all this content. And right after SOE Live, then they'll probably throw it on the test server, give it 2 or 3 weeks on the test server, where at the end of August it drops. And I'm betting that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, because it's usually up on the test server at least.
They're not going to put it on the test server before SOE Live. They want something to show off.
Yeah, that's true.
They want to showcase something. So they're going to have that.
In my opinion, I would think that they would be like, Sons of Trigon's already announced. By then, it would be on the test server. At SOE Live, they'd be like, Sons of Trigon comes out this day, right? And then at SOE Live, they would uncover DLC 9 and be like, this comes out in a month, and everybody would shit their pants.
I think you're wishing for too much.
Well, SOE Live's in 5 weeks. So, are you thinking that the DLC is going to drop before SOE Live?
I'm thinking after, personally.
I'm thinking after.
I'm thinking like a week right after SOE Live, they'd push that out, because they'd be like, now's the time to play DC Universe Online. Like we got this coming out next week. People would be like, oh man, I should totally try this out.
Well, normally after they have like a big function, they take like a week vacation. A lot of those guys will take, like MEPS or whatever. They'll, a lot of times they'll take like a week off or something,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Oh, so I want to give out a shout out to one of my YouTubers, because he just gave me a tell and was like, hey, I just saw you on your Exobit path. I thought it was funny because I was just watching your video, and I was like, oh.
Tell him to jump on. Tell him to jump on Twitch and ask us questions and shit. He's probably like, I ain't got time for that.
And ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that stuff.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah, because you got like 25 minutes.
Well, we've got I've got my Nexus. We've got the Crappy Heel. There's Crappy right there with his hand blasters. I'm playing the Nexus run on the live stream right now.
Oh, okay.
Not that anybody cares, but
Nobody cares.
Yeah, pretty much.
How
What do you
many- how
know
many
about? I just got
watchers
another
do we
skill
have?
point. Sorry
Oh,
to
look,
just
Kaiser
interrupt
just
everybody.
died. Oh, look.
How many times did that happen? Probably
Well, you
quite
see,
often.
I kept having to pick up this one dude. What was his name? Count Scrubula? Something
You
like
didn't pick
that?
me up.
Oh, I
You
picked
didn't
you
start
up
picking me
right
up until
enough.
the final fight. I died. Half of my deaths were
You
from the
got
final
picked up by
fight.
K Swiss.
K-Swiss. God,
Oh,
we're doing
God.
family last night, and Count is just dying in orbital strikes left and
I
right.
was.
That's pretty funny.
Well, we were running, for one, whenever we run 2 DPS and BCD is the other DPS, I get the aggro. It's either me or Crappy getting the aggro.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
I
he
don't
usually
mind
goes
when I
after.
get it, because then I don't have to heal
I
you.
don't like when I get it. They'll walk right by him and go, scrub. They'll walk right by him. Future Batman will walk right by him and just wink at him and just keep beating my ass. He does.
Dude, if that fucking that neck mod for the escalating might wasn't so good, like fucking fortify block would be awesome for a
so-
DPS.
Yeah.
I switched my nature loadout to wolf form. I use wolf form now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now you're stuck in a permanent 40%er. That's terrible. Listen,
Except
if you use that, if
I
you use
ra-
that
I
mod
rate
that gets
face
you in
in
your
PvP.
60%er,
I
you could
rate
actually
face in
bloom
PvP.
on your loadout. Start off with bloom, and then you get stuck in your 60%er. And it's beast. And then the nature fucking dude in our league is first place DPS all the time in Nexus. Because he uses that mod,
Who's that?
no matter who's in there.
Who?
Whatever. Bush Wookie.
Oh, I've never seen him before.
Because just because it's a target, you know what I mean? So he fucking beasts
So wait,
out, and he's
what's his loadout?
always 60%er.
What's his loadout?
He uses Vine Lash, Briar. I think he uses Swarm too, and then maybe not. Maybe he doesn't use Swarm in Nexus. He probably has Savage Growth on for the hallways, but I know he uses. He basically just uses your regular poisons and weapon attacks. But he puts Bloom on.
So he's not in wolf form then?
No, because when you're in wolf form, you're stuck in a permanent 40%er, regardless of what powers you use.
I did not know that.
But
Yeah.
he uses Bloom to start the 60% mod.
Yeah.
And then goes into wolf?
No, and then he stays human. Because Wolf, I don't know, Wolf might void that out even if he did that. Maybe not. It would probably work till it wore off. Maybe. I'm not
Doesn't
sure.
the wolf boost your precision?
No,
Yeah.
the Wolf buffs up your critical attack chance, critical attack magnitude, and you have a constant 40%er.
With super, it gives you increased critical strike chance and damage for yourself and teammates. With critical
Yeah,
strike chance
critical
increasing
strike.
with every downed enemy, and ability to stun an enemy with your next claw attack.
I see.
Yes, and the more people you kill, the better you are. But like after 4 people, that's it.
Oh, it doesn't stack past 4.
No, it stops about 4 people. About 4 ads.
I'd have to say that wolf form is fucking amazing in PvP though.
Oh my god, it is. I used to just put DPS gear on and go into the FOS in wolf form and
Yeah.
just shit on people terribly.
It has like the best block breaker I've ever
My
seen.
god, and I would just triangle everybody to fucking death because everybody's blocking from getting attacked from other people. So I would just see somebody blocking and just.
Well, most people don't even know that that's your freaking block breaker because it's like a
there's-
lunge.
When there's 16 people crowded up in a fucking
It
small
looks
space,
like an
nothing
interrupt.
knows
It
what's going
looks
on.
like an interrupt when you do it.
Mhm.
No one's gonna think to interrupt you back. They're gonna
Sometimes
be
I
like,
could
"Oh,
have plus kills, no deaths, and I'd be in PvE gear just going in there and fucking people up.
last FOS run I did, I got 17 kills, 2 deaths.
The wolf is beast
Nice.
PvP. But it's easy to counter though, because a lot of people just when they use the wolf, they use trying. So all you gotta do is keep lunging them.
I do left and right depending on, because you can do left a lot faster. Well, on PC side, it's left click, right click. So I think it's like square for you guys to do
Square and
your.
try. I never use the melee attack. The melee attack doesn't hit as hard. The triangle attack is way harder.
The left click, which is like your melee, I use it because it's faster. It's you can do the whole.
It doesn't hit as hard.
Combo.
The
It doesn't
triangle
matter.
combo fucking crushes.
It doesn't matter though. It depends on what situation. If you need to do a combo fast, you can do the melee combo way faster.
Oh, you never need to do a melee combo though. Once you hit somebody with that first triangle, it's over. And you fucking knock them over, you got them. First or
Not
second one.
necessarily, because like I'll pop 2 poisons on them and then I'll do the combo. And usually they're like blocking because they think it's not a block breaker.
Listen, you hit them with
And I
Briar
push-
because if they have the block break out of it and you lunge them, you triangle, you range them as you hit your range button as soon as you hit Briar on them. And
Well,
then you just
if I'm far away, I vine lash them first, then Briar.
Oh, I don't even bother with Vine Lash. I don't use that shit. I Savage Growth it because it's
I
close
just-
and it knocks them back.
Oh, that is true. But I use vine blast when I'm in a PVE.
You know, like I feel like if somebody's gonna block while I'm tapping Ray, while I'm hitting triangle on them, I'll use Savage Growth.
Hey, Glenn, your friend is in. I don't know if he's your friend. Who you gave a shout out to is in chat.
Yeah, I told him to get on Twitch. He's probably the only one watching.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Well, we had some people, but
What happened?
well, 2 weeks. We were gone for 2 weeks, so
It sucks. We gotta start advertising our podcast.
yeah,
on-
that's true.
Yeah.
I got to start.
Yo,
dedicating-
man, I've been watching some other DC people on YouTube and like I don't want to call their names, but a lot of them aren't like really good. Like Orbit, man, I like that Orbit guy, man. He knows what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
Orbit's good.
He's
Yeah.
a good dude. And you could tell just by watching his gameplay that he knows what he's doing too. You know, he's always clipping the shit out of all his powers and everything. Now you watch some other people and they're like they're in there like lollygagging around and shit. And you're like, what is this fucking guy doing?
Like count.
Yeah.
like count dying 20 times in Nexus.
20. I died 20 times just in the final fight, Glenn.
What was the death counter in there? Did you even look at it?
Gosh.
I was the top, but I wasn't the top in Mystic, Little Pizza. Mini Pizza was the
Mini
top
Pizza.
until the final fight, and then the final boss room, I kept dying.
It's okay, count.
I don't even know
I
what
haven't even
gear
been in there
he
yet, so
has.
don't worry.
Look at all these homos standing over here.
Let's see. Oh, crappy is our politically correct.
All these guys in the fucking Hall of Doom here standing here like they're good.
Oh man. So Rock is gonna be electric DPSing now, huh?
I don't think a lot. It's just they want to do the Brothers Alert, and
He's gonna be making me look.
the other
bad.
guy that's on one of our other healers is on too. So they figure someone needs the DPS, and the other guy's sorcery. So
Well, he's got a lot more skill points.
yeah, and we don't want anybody sorcery DPSing.
You listening to this, Jay?
Being there for a long
Nope.
time doing sorcery DPS. We've been in there a long time, sorcery healing too, trying to keep everybody alive, pushing all those buttons. Man, I soul healed Prime last night, and I only used Savage Growth and Metabolism. I think I hit like Blossom like 3 times. That was great. So easy to heal now. All the other stuff, it's like a walk in the park.
Well, I definitely want to get in a Nexus run again tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to get in another one too. I need to actually record one.
You never gave me those intros.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You should send me a message to remind me. I got.
I did. I did.
you?
Yeah.
I'll have to check my inbox.
Who's lollygagging now?
Lollygagging.
Talking like we're your age, count.
Oh, yeah, I knew that was coming. I was about ready to say that's what my mom used to say to me. She's like 80 years old. So.
Damn.
Oh man.
I wonder if they changed up the mechanics on this guy in the Bizarro mission.
Nope.
In the third room, how he stuns you from all the way across the room, and you can't interrupt his stun.
I still think it's. I don't know. I didn't see much difference in him, really. Like, people made some videos complaining about it, and I was like, it's about the same as it was. I mean,
I think they should
he's a
just
little
shut
tougher
PvP down.
because he doesn't turn his back on you as much, it seems. But
Are you talking? What are we talking about again? Say it one more time.
The third room in the Bizarro solo,
The
like,
Sentinel.
it's just so
The Sentinel.
annoying with that fucking dude stunning you from all the way across the room.
Not the final boss though, right?
no.
Yeah, the one before. He's so annoying.
Well, let's talk about something really annoying. Let's talk about Brothers Tier 5 alert about the scientist.
Yeah, let's talk about the broken scientists. They need to fix that shit. How are you gonna break that?
I thought it was fixed in this patch, this server hotfix. I mean,
Oh, that's what I was thinking too.
I don't think it is.
We were talking yesterday. Here, let me say this before I forget it. We were on the first parts of like family and brothers and everything suck. Nobody wants to fucking do Central City because it sucks.
Right.
We need to get a mark for that, like somebody was saying,
Right.
and just close the instance so it's only you in there. You know, no other people.
Well, what they need to do is have two different versions, like a kind of like a version for the people just getting into it, where you have the option of doing the Central City, but for like have like a veteran mode of it, where you go straight to the alternative Metropolis or Gotham. Or
You know,
whatever.
I wouldn't mind doing it if they should take the mark off the iconic person that you get in Metropolis. Take the mark off him, because you still need to do that guy if you don't have the feat.
Yeah, have him do a drop, have him do a loot drop, but not a mark.
Or just do something simple like when you queue up for the instance, you get a little checkbox to vote. Start in Central City, like skip Central City, yes or no. And you need a unanimous decision to skip it. So if anyone still needs it, they can hit no and you still got to do it. But if the group's like, yeah, we want to skip this, just everyone hit the box and you start in Metro or Gotham or whatever.
Or just make the Paradox Destroyer drop a Mark of Reality and a normal loot drop that would drop in any other boss in the raid, except maybe the final boss. So you know what I mean?
You see though, in a perfect MMO world, that would happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of drop,
But the thing is that you're asking for something that you really shouldn't be asking for.
Well, it's bad enough. Well, Glenn,
because everybody was asking for longer alerts, and then you're asking to cut time out of it just because you don't like a part of it.
Okay, well, but here's my point. They took away the exceptional recovery kits that drop from the side bosses. Why did they do that?
Well, here's the other thing, Len. That's the nature of this community. Don't you remember Home Turf? Like, it would be neat if we had sidekicks or accomplices as pets we could call out, or henchmen. Then 2 weeks later after it comes out, why did you give us this? It's breaking PvP.
Right. That's what I'm
like,
saying.
it's the nature of the game. You give us something that we want, we're going to complain about it 2 weeks later.
I'm the only one in this podcast that barely complains about anything.
Yeah, I don't complain. I'm just saying the majority of the community will complain.
I'm not gonna ask for an option to cut out a part of an alert, because then that's just coding. That's just a waste of time that they would be spent on coding that.
Weren't you a part of the ICE complaint a while
Because
back?
ICE is a legitimate complaint. It's like Death Knights in World of Warcraft.
Well, Glenn, I'm not complaining
making
about the
sure.
content. I'm not complaining about the length of the content. It's you don't get anything out of it for completing it. When you used to get something out of it, they took it away. You used to get something decent out of it. You could get exceptional recovery kits and other things, and they took it away.
Yeah, pretty much what we're saying is all three of those bosses, at most, you get a piece of 81 gear. It's like we're getting absolutely nothing for the first 20 minutes or so of work we put into the alert.
Yeah, give me a mark of reality.
We're not
I'm
getting
fine.
anything for that.
Yeah, give me a mark of reality for beating the Paradox Destroyer. I'm good.
And add exceptional kits as possible, even though rare drops. Give us something to give us purpose there. Because we're really just killing time there.
Yeah, otherwise we're just gonna leech off other groups if we can.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you need to get Crappy back.
Did he drop again?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Yeah, he did that.
A couple months ago.
Yeah.
There we go.
Not
All
yet.
right, so here I got a question, just so we can
Fucking
talk
Skype,
about something
Jesus.
cool.
Skype is not liking me tonight.
That's all right. I mean, you sound okay, but you just keep dropping.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that.
Go ahead, Glenn. What were you saying?
I got a question that can just give us a little bit of a conversation.
Shoot.
Okay.
Shoot.
If there was any feature that DC could have that isn't in the game currently, what would it be? What would you want?
Repeat that.
If there was any kind of feature that you would want in DC Universe Online, what would it be? That is not currently in the game.
That's not currently in the game.
Like a feature that is currently in the game is player-owned houses, basically the lairs. That is a feature.
Not like a gameplay mechanic, but like a feature.
Like
Not
a
like if
feature.
my
That's
friends
easy.
list had
if you
the
could
roles
play,
of what people were.
like if you could play as Batman in Gotham City or something like that, that would be a feature. Legends is a feature.
Oh, it's easy. One touch respecking. Easy.
Well, we know that's coming though. I'm talking about something that you could just come up with that you would like to have in the game.
Well, okay. As a villain, I'd like the feature of having a teleporter somewhere where I could sneak in and cause havoc in the watchtower whenever I want. I want to go right over there.
You would like to have
Access to the hero base to screw with them. Yeah.
basically like World of Warcraft has, where you can stage a siege against an opposite faction's like hometown.
Look, just because I want to get on, just because I want to go and dig out my old gadget alt and go into stealth and lay landmines all over the watchtower and watch lobies just die left and right.
That would be awesome.
K-Swiss,
feature-
you really need to do more with your time, K-Swiss. I think.
Well, no, he's turned into K. Nandez now.
A feature I would like would be a title system.
Title system.
Yep, title system.
What's that?
Like
A
they have
title
in other
system,
MMOs.
it's Like it's basically where you can show off that you've gotten an achievement.
Right.
Title.
Like Nexus Conqueror or something, and it's underneath your name. It'll say like something like Nexus Conqueror, or say something like 120 skill point expert or something.
I would like to be able to see what feats people complete it. Maybe not see how many skill points.
Right. That's a
'Cause
good.
then
That's a good one.
that would create like a
That
lot
would
of
be cool.
fucking
Like a-
elitism if you
Oh,
could see
an
everybody's
achievement,
shit.
like an achievement comparison screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That'd
But
be
you can't
nice.
say how many skill points. I mean, you could kind of take a guess, but you wouldn't know.
You know, with me, it's
compare 'em.
something a little different. I wish that the damaging class was like a separate class. That's what I wish the game. I know it's not a feature. I know it's not what you're asking, Glenn, but I'm just saying. I always wish that they started the game as the DPS was a separate class, and you can't switch roles.
In an instance, they need to put that in there.
I wish that's the way they would have set the game up. That's like my biggest, besides one touch respecking, you know.
I just want simple things like the person's role next to their name, like their two roles, DPS/troll. So, you just don't, you're not guessing on your friends list if you really don't know somebody really good,
Right.
Just the simple things in life.
I know a lot of people will say, well, we want vehicles in the game, and then they'll bitch at, once we get them, they'll bitch about them. Oh, he's running me over. He's running me over with his Batmobile or something, I can see it now.
No,
I was about to
it'll
say
be
that.
like this. They'll give us vehicles. Everyone will be happy. 2 days later, they'll be bitching on the forums because it's not fair. We're sitting outside one of the police precincts and all the villains are running vehicles into it.
They're
and that's how it'll
suicide
start
bombers.
happening.
They have vehicles and Champions Online, and that didn't save that game. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they did have vehicles in there, which I don't really care about that. That's
This
kind
guy
of,
just block broke me with brawling with a fucking hold square combo in the Bizarro mission. How's that
You're
possible?
still in there? Damn, scrub.
Oh no, I did the Huntress one
Oh,
before.
okay. My bad.
No, he's lying. Don't believe him.
Yeah.
You got me.
But yeah, I mean, every day I wish about the one-touch respec. You know how much time that would save?
Well, we talked about it in the last podcast.
I
I
know.
think they might push it up.
I hope they don't wait till Halls of Power to do it. I hope they
I
do it.
really hope they don't.
I hope they add
this
it with
game
the
needs dual specking ASAP.
PS4. Like around the PS4 launch, that would be good.
That's when the game's gonna like get really good.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's 100%. I mean, yeah, the
New UI, DLC
Oh,
8,
the-
possibly
yeah.
9's gonna
it's
drop
gonna be
there.
it's gonna be awesome. I mean,
That's gonna be the time to be playing DC.
this hardware, the PS3 hardware, just brings this game down. You don't understand.
And it will continue to do so.
Yep.
The
Well,
PS4
that's
ain't
what-
gonna change that.
Nuh-uh.
No, see, this is what a lot of people don't get or understand. They complain like DC has its issues, like the lag and the freezing. That's not DC's fault. That's really the PlayStation and the graphics.
Right.
It's using physical memory as RAM, and when you get a freeze, it's not the game messing up. It's your PlayStation's getting out of
Exactly.
memory,
Yeah.
and it's freezing. It's not the game itself. It's the hardware. They're trying to bring this great game on. It's like taking DC and trying to run it on an old Windows 98 computer.
It's like
You know what's going to happen.
it's kind of like BCD having the helm of omnipotence or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Like once we
This
get
doesn't
better
make
hardware,
sense.
this game's going to be great. Most of the issues with it are hardware related right now. Most of them. But yeah.
You know. And the PC players are always saying that they're bringing us down. And I wanted to correct. I had a couple. I had some messages from some people that they're basically calling me out for last week. Some of the comments I made, saying that the PS4 is going to have 8 processors. I meant 8 cores. I said 8 processors, but I meant it's got an 8-core processor. So, no, I'm not computer illiterate or anything. I know. I just misspoke. So.
Well, I
And
mean, that's
if any
all
of
of our
those peop-
faults for not even catching that.
Yeah.
Well, just in case any of them were fanboys, just remember, at least it doesn't have an always-on Connect.
Yeah, that's true.
Neither does Xbox.
Yeah, not now.
Oh, did they take the always-on Connect out too?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh wow.
The Connect
No,
part?
I thought they
I don't
took
think
away.
I read that.
I thought they took away the always online, the
Yeah, they did
checkups,
that.
the certain things. But I thought you still had to use the Connect with it.
Yeah,
It's just
Oh, yeah, you still
could
gotta
turn
use
it
the Kinect.
off when you turn off the
Yeah, that's a
Xbox.
possibility. All I know is they did away with the once every 24 hours or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's because the community backhanded them across the eye. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Backhanded them across the eye.
I still
Yeah.
love my my anti Xbox One news. Or one of the people I watch on YouTube anyway.
You know, one thing that's really going to help on the PS4 with DC Universe is just the fight mechanics. You're actually going to be able to see, like today in Wave, that Paradox Wave graphic, like the wave, the tunnel, that
Yeah.
pulsates. It really is distracting when you're fighting, and you don't notice as much, with smaller fights like the Tier 5 alerts. But when you're trying to really see close about what a boss mechanic is doing, like that one boss, I forget what he's called, the Obliterator or something like that, the Paradox Obliterator. You're trying to watch close. It's real distracting to see that. I think you'll be able to see the actual boss mechanics better on the PS4. I mean, I know you will be
Probably.
able to. The graphics, So it's definitely going to help the players.
Definitely.
Because I think the PC players have an advantage. You can actually see what's hitting you. Maybe that's just me, but
That's why we gotta get Glenn to come over.
somebody said Connect is still always on. The camera is off, but it can still listen. Somebody in our chat. Yeah, Microsoft is keeping tabs on you.
And I can still watch you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you really believe that? Oh yeah, it's off. We're totally not watching.
Yeah, Bill Gates isn't watching
we
you.
love to watch you beat off.
Great.
Basically.
Give our audience more.
then
Then
when you get on the Xbox One, it's like, do you like porn?
Big Brother is watching.
Would you like to purchase this?
Big Brother is watching.
Yep, 1984.
I'm just not an Xbox guy. A long time ago I was. You know,
I don't mind the Xbox, but if they're gonna have stupid shit like that, I will.
Yeah,
I never
not
cared
to
for a
mention-
controller
Not
myself.
to mention, I got rid of my
Right.
Xbox 360 because there just wasn't any exclusives for it that were major, other than Halo.
well, my Xbox has just been sitting there for about a year now as a paperweight. I've just got nothing really to play with it.
Well, see, the thing is like everybody's like, you got to get an Xbox, but the odds are is that they'll play like a game that's on every single console on it, but they really just get it because their friends bought the Xbox version. Yeah, everybody has Call of Duty on the Xbox when it's for PS3 too.
Yeah, why is that? It doesn't seem
Because
like...
because Microsoft basically brainwashed people and said they have better servers.
Right.
And I'm like, where's the proof for that? And they're
Oh.
like, well, you pay for
it's not
Xbox
that.
Live.
It's that
No, like,
they're in bed
they're
with
like-
that.
Well, I think Defiance proved that wrong because Xbox had nothing but problems with Defiance at launch.
No,
This is the thing. Everybody's like, well, we pay for Xbox Live so we can get better servers. And I'm like, where in hell did Microsoft ever say that they're charging you that for better servers? No,
They're
Microsoft is charging you that because they know they can.
Right.
Because they know they can get away with it.
Right.
That's the only reason
Yeah,
they charge you
they're
for
greedy.
Xbox Live.
Yeah.
They charge you for a service you shouldn't be freaking paying for.
They're much more greedy than Sony. Microsoft's much more...
Well, the
copycat.
only
you and
reason
they still
for
put
getting-
ads on it.
The only reason we're getting a PlayStation Plus charge to play PS4 games is because they know Xbox got away with it. And they knew that, since it was going on for so long and that it was still successful, Sony was just like, well, Microsoft does it.
But the free-to-play games aren't going to have that.
Well, it doesn't matter though. It's just the fact that we're in a jaded generation where people are just like, well, that's not too bad.
Right.
And they just don't care that it's not how much it costs, it's the fact that they do it and they
I
get
care.
away with it because of you.
I don't
Well,
wanna-
like one of my friends was like, I was like, this was basically when the Xbox One was just being announced, and everybody was thinking about like the lending games fee or whatever. Like if you lent a game to someone, you'd have to pay for a fee to play it or whatever. And I was like, that's bullcrap that it does that. And he was like, what if it's 25 cents? Like I'd pay for that. That's just a quarter. And I'm like, so you just don't mind that they like to like shoe fuck you every single day?
It's still annoying. I mean, it's just annoying that you'd have to go to the paywall and put in your payment.
Yeah, like the fact is it's not the fact that it may be cheap.
it's
It's the thing that they do it.
It's the
and
principle
they know that
of the
they
matter.
Can get away with
It's
it.
just the principle because when's it going to stop? When's it going to stop?
Yep.
It escalates. That's the problem.
I just, it's so dumb. Like, because if this existed back in the day, my God, Microsoft would be bankrupt.
Right.
No one would have even looked at the Xbox if they tried this back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
They would have went like Xbox, fuck that system. But yeah, like everybody buys the Xbox version for like online games like COD because they think that they're paying Xbox Live for better servers.
But they're
When my
not.
friend's been playing PlayStation 3 COD and hasn't disconnected once.
Right. Yeah, they're not. You're not paying for anything better. Yeah. pretty crazy. And there was something else I was going to complain about. Now I'm like, crappy, I can't remember.
I can never remember.
I might have to say that for next episode. I can't remember. And I wrote down a list of stuff, and I can't find it. My wife, I think I threw it away.
I thought you were about to blame it on your wife for a second.
Yeah. She,
My wife,
well,
never mind. It's
I
just,
try to take notes through the week of stuff that I think about, you know,
I got you.
just to talk about. I jot them down, but I don't know.
If nothing big goes on.
Right.
Did anyone buy the yellow or blue energy construct weapon styles?
No.
Nope.
That's what I wanted to talk about. It wasn't a complaint. I wanted to give them a shout out. I wanted to give the developers a shout out for finally fixing the weapon style where you don't have to change it every single time.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, that was killing their business. It had to have been... Because I bought the voltaic energy style a long time ago, but I never got to use it because I got sick of switching my style. And my style's not important to me. If you look at my character, he's pretty bland. I just made my character look like Black Adam and just...
Yeah, a clone.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I don't care, but...
I just want to give them a shout out for putting out the yellow energy pack so that now as villains we can be like, hey, look, we got a yellow R and a yellow energy pack for being a lantern. Where's your green R and green weapon?
You're always
Hey,
starting shit, Kaiser.
Did they give the lanterns their rings back?
No, the rings are still gone.
So you're just part lantern now, I guess. Or
I didn't even really look
Or
to see
wannabe.
what the yellow looked like. I mean, is it just plain yellow or what?
I didn't look at it.
Some of the styles are unique to it.
Yeah. I thought the sorcery weapons looked cool.
They
The
did.
Spellbound, I have the Spellbound pack.
Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Some of the tech ones look decent.
Blaster or something like that. I can't remember. Digital Blast.
Yeah, some of the digital weapons look alright.
See, I like my rifle pulsating like electricity. You know, I could get a yellow because my character's yellow and black, but yellow, I'd rather just stick with the electric theme, obviously.
I thought it was cool when they started doing that back in the day. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
And it should look cooler on the PS4.
Hopefully.
Yep.
I think it's just a ploy to get you guys to spend more money.
Well, I mean, if you
What do
have
you mean, you guys
if you have
act like-
legendary subscription, you get a pack a month.
Not necessarily.
What's not necessarily about it?
Get replay badges.
You can't buy
I've
those,
never
You could
bought
potentially
bought
get a pack
replay
a month.
badges.
but you can't buy those styles with loyalty, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
They update it to where it's like this is now in the loyalty shop. I
Oh,
saw
okay.
it last time.
I thought that was total. You had to spend money on that.
No.
No, for
Oh,
a
okay.
while for a while on the PS3 side, that was the case for most stuff.
Right.
Then they updated it to where just about everything that they release gets to the loyalty shop as soon as possible.
You've never bought replay badges.
Never bought replay badges.
Oh,
You don't
you don't
believe
know what
in them, right?
you don't know what you're missing out on. You buy that weapon pack, but you don't buy no replays.
You're the one that doesn't care for them at all, right? Like using them, period.
You're
Yeah.
against the replay.
I'm against them, but I like getting them every month. I've
So
used them
what you're saying
before.
I've
just
is,
never
it's
bought
not that. No, what you're saying is you're not against using them. You're just too cheap to buy them.
Never gonna buy them. I like that we get 150 a month, and I think that's the only way we should be able to acquire them. It'd make legendary status much more sexier that way.
That's true.
And it would
Yeah, that's
also
a good point. And it would shut up the pay-to-win people.
Yep.
It's not pay-to-win.
Okay, that's a complaint I can bring up because now more than ever, people are just like they should increase the cash cap. So they're basically bitching about how they don't want to ever subscribe to a game that they. And it's just like, dude, for the $70 you just spent to buy all the DLCs to own it permanently in their mind.
Well, no.
Because
Oh, go
You
ahead.
can get the game for $9.99 a month. Come on.
I'll shut down their arguments right now. To any of the people out there that are these free to play people who are like, they should have all the things we have, if they ever increased the cash cap and gave you all the perks that the legendary players have,
I'll go
then
premium.
there's no reason for us to be legendary. We all go premium, and SOE doesn't make enough money, and the game dies.
Right.
So, in order for you to win, the game has to cease to exist. So you can't win this fight. So give it up. I mean
another
there
thing
has
that
to
I
be a
think
reason
is-
for us to be legendary.
Another thing that I think is hilarious is like
Right.
a lot of people are like, I spent money so I can, own the DLCs, and I'm like, except for the thing is that at some point in the future, in the way future, this game's gonna, eventually go and pass its time.
Right.
Yeah, every game.
You
does
you
that.
don't never you'll never own them forever. So just freaking subscribe. It's just-
Right. I never understood.
Why are you gonna
Right.
pay $80? Why are you gonna pay $70 right now when you can pay that $10 a month fee to get them all?
and all the perks of being legendary.
Because I mean, think about it. They're paying $70 and they're just like, all right, now I'm ready to play. It's like, do you think you're gonna play for that long?
You know
Because
what?
most of those people don't even stick around. They're just like,
What kind of made me mad at the beginning of the launch of the game is that they had the lifetime membership for the PC players.
I
but then-
regret not getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people that did buy that. It's pretty much an incentive that you can always come back and play that game whenever you want. If you're bored of it now, you'll always come back. But
Yep.
they didn't offer that on the PS3, and I was wanting to do it.
I think it was
I
just
would've
because
done
I would have.
I think it was a big
because
thing
of the-
against Sony.
The
Sony was
PSN
like,
wallet.
$250, I think it was, and you're done.
Yep, 250.
Yeah. I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome, But, it didn't happen, so.
Didn't it
Screw
happen
it.
a couple months ago too? Again for the PC?
No, they haven't brought it back since launch.
No.
Well, that's also because of the new mechanics in place since then. With all the loyalty points and stuff, all the people at lifetimes are basically getting paid to play.
Yep, because they get station cash every single month,
Right.
They're
which is
getting paid.
why Sony started pumping out things faster.
True.
Because if they pump out certain things fast enough, even though there isn't a lot of lifetime people, they can get some money out of lifetime people eventually.
Yeah, there's very few lifetime people, I would imagine.
There's maybe like 100 that still play this game,
Right.
I would think.
I wish I could see the numbers of the amount of PC players.
I never see normal Batman in Legends anymore. It's always Future.
Right. I just wonder. I wonder what the numbers are like split, because I know Larry Liberty said 11 million.
11
Total.
million subscribed right now.
They're not necessarily all playing the game, but I wonder
Yeah.
how many are on the PC side. I wonder if it's a million.
It's probably like 4 million, while
4 to
are
7. That
PS3.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people. Not like
Dude,
Call
the game,
of Duty
the
though.
game
man.
the game only gets bigger as time goes on.
This the PS4. This game's gonna blow up. I'm sorry. I don't care if I know Final Fantasy is gonna put a hit. I mean, it's gonna divide some of it, but people are gonna play both games.
I'm gonna play both, but when Final Fantasy comes out, I'm gonna be there for a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
drop.
start.
I'm dropping you from the call right now. We don't want to hear that. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not a fan of the Final Fantasy. I don't know. It's
Well,
different.
Craig, you're not like a fantasy.
It's gonna be-
You're,
It's gonna be new to me.
You're not
I never
like
played
I'll
a,
try
Fantasy.
it. I'm not giving up this game.
like
That's
crappy.
I'm a-
This,
it's too
is this
nerdy
your
for
first
me.
MMO?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. Yeah. And you're not really a comic book guy either, are you?
No, but like I like the
You like
movies
kicking people's ass.
and shit like that. No, like I like the whole Batman and
Right.
fucking Robin deal.
You'd
you know,
hate
I
Final
like-
Fantasy 14. There's barely any PvP in that game.
See, it's weird though. Like I was looking at some gameplay of it, and
11 didn't have PvP at all.
I just don't like the way it looks.
At least I don't
It's
think
it's
11 had
It's a
PvP.
little
if it's anything like
cartoonish.
11, it's probably a little more slow paced than this game.
Yeah, and so it's a little more cartoonish
14,
than this game.
14's fucking like a slug compared to this game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just like this because it's not so you don't have to devote your life to it. I mean, it still takes up a lot of your time, but like if you miss a little bit, it's not going to kill you.
don't tell that to Kaiser.
You know, like all those other
Ha
games,
ha 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 ha.
World of Warcraft and shit, like kill yourself when you're playing that. Oh my god. Those
Evercrack,
people
I mean
crazy.
EverQuest.
Guild Wars.
Whatever. The one where everybody's selling their characters for crazy amounts of money on eBay and shit. Like,
I was
I mean,
watching
I-
a documentary on Netflix.
see, I don't like fucking potions. My potion this, my potion that. I don't know.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary on Netflix a couple years ago about World of Warcraft players, how some of it's like ruined their lives. And like one guy has married like 8 different girls from World of Warcraft, and then they've divorced. Like in real life, he's met them on World of Warcraft and he married them. Not in the game, but in real life.
He just
and then
takes it right from fucking.
yeah,
Hey, I played with you. Let's get married.
they quit their jobs and their house gets foreclosed because they can't.
Hey,
stay
hey,
off
hey,
the
hey,
game.
hey, hey. Shock, don't give crappy ideas. We've discussed this.
When are they going to foreclose on your house, Kaiser? That's kind of what I was getting at.
Wait a minute. No, 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 no.
We'll be playing with Kaiser someday, and some foreclosure company comes and like they're lifting up the couch while he's on it, while he's still playing. Hey, wait, guys, where
Well,
you go?
as a note on that, I think they just foreclosed on Crappy's call again.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up here in a minute anyway.
Huh? That's it for Crappy today, then.
Well, let's get him back. He's
He's back.
having
He just signed back on.
he is having a hard time with Skype tonight. That's all right. We're gonna
God damn.
apologize for the shortness of the show, but I have some marital commitments